Hi everyone, this is going to be a pick a card reading for the question of are they thinking about their ex? So we have here group 1, group 2 and group 3. Whichever reading you feel more drawn to is going to be the reading for you. So take a minute and think about, which one you're drawn to, and that is going to be the reading for you. And the timestamps for each of these readings will be in the description box of my videos. So do check that out. It will be down there. And also the cards that I'm using as well, they will also be in the description box below. I just want to make a few announcements as well, and if you don't want to stick around for the announcements, then you can skip ahead straight to those readings, whichever one you are more drawn to. And I just want to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, as I do a giveaway every single month, and also it's very simple to enter. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, they are done within 24 to 48 hours, and the information for that is also down below. If you would like to, oh my gosh, okay, just knocking my crystals out of the way. If you would like to purchase any of these crystals as well, they are going to be as well linked to my Etsy. They are slightly bigger though. I have smaller crystals here, mainly for my pick a card readings, but I do have really large crystals as well. You can see they're so much bigger. So those are going to be on my Etsy as well, and my bracelets are on Etsy as well. They are handmade by me and they are spiritually charged bracelets. So they are there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of life, including, I have here the Ex bracelet. So this is to do with obstacles and challenges in regards to exes, wanting them back, creating space and healing energy. It's oftentimes when we heal that they come back, especially for those of you that want exes back. So I have this bracelet here. I'm also wearing the twin flame bracelet, the soulmate bracelet and the love bracelet. These are meditated with, they are saged, and they are there to remove obstacles and challenges, and they're tie-on bracelets and they are durable. You can wear them when you shower, sleep, go to the gym, etc. And they start from just £3 with free international shipping. So if you are interested, the link to my Etsy will be down below. And let's get started with this reading. So group number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the rest of these groups out of the way. Alright, group number 1. Let's have a look and see, is your ex, are they thinking, sorry, not your ex, are they thinking about their ex? Yeah, so let's have a look. Is this person thinking about their ex? Are they thinking about their ex? Not your ex, but you know what I mean. Are they thinking about their ex? So let us begin. So we have here release. We have trickery. Ooh, so some pretty heavy cards. Instinct, facade, isolation, and guilt. It's almost like so the answer to your question is yes, that they are thinking about their ex, which obviously isn't the most ideal thing in the world to hear. But what I'm seeing specifically is that this is really about them feeling like there's unfinished business, and I really do feel that they are just not able to release them 100%. There's guilt here in regards to things that have happened between this person and their ex, and it's almost like they just haven't quite moved on from that. They have this instinct of just still thinking about them because there's something unresolved here. There's this feeling of isolation where they just feel isolated because they still think about their ex. So yes, essentially they are still thinking about their ex, and really they have guilt inside of them because they think about that, but also guilt because there's still unresolved issues. It's, we have the card of facade, which also is not the greatest card, let's be honest, and we have trickery, which shows that they can show you that they're not thinking about their ex, but actually they are. There's something unresolved here. It's almost like they just haven't been able to release this 100%, and they have this instinct of not being able to release it. They have guilt, which we see here, and there's also this feeling of isolation. This guilt is really stemming from themselves. It's really stemming from the fact that they do feel guilty, right? That they cannot express this to you, but at the same time they feel that, and this guilt is really because of, I feel like they just haven't had full closure and clarity with their ex, and that's really what I'm seeing, is that this person just hasn't had that full level of closure, to the point where they still feel that they have to think about them. They are still, this form of trickery, which shows that they are still thinking about this person, but they're not expressing this to you. And it's really showing as well a sense of facade, like it's foolish, it's not the best energy to be in. They could be just saying one thing to you and completely thinking a different thing. So I just want you to be aware that this person has not 100% released their ex. They still feel like there is something that they need to get through in that sense, and that is what's really coming up very, very strong in this reading, is that I feel like they haven't got closure and they haven't got clarity 100% in this reading. So that is really what I'm seeing. There's still some form of guilt here. They can't 100% release it, and they still have this instinct to kind of go back to thinking about it, and perhaps even wanting it. That's what I'm seeing. Trickery, facade, isolation. They know that they have to release this, but for some reason they cannot, because their instinct keeps going back. So group number 1, I know this is pretty heavy, but that is what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm seeing, is that they are very much so thinking about this ex, but it's also to do with unresolved issues. Okay, so I'm now going to move on to group number 2. Alright, group number 2. Let's have a look and see, are they thinking about their ex? I hope you're doing well today. I'm just going to move the crystal out of the way. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's just swaying side by side, side to side. So, completion, confusion, balance, gossip, joy, and workaholic. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that they do think about their ex, but in a very balanced way. You know how sometimes our minds just roam back to something that might have happened in the past, but it's not necessarily that is something that's always consumed in our energy. So what I'm seeing is that this person here does think about their ex, but they think about it in a balanced way. They don't think about it to the point where they just need to go back to it, so this can, in fact, because they do think about their ex, this can cause confusion, right? Because you would think, wait a second, does this mean they want to be with them if they're constantly thinking about them? No. What I'm seeing is that they are thinking about them in a very balanced way, in the sense of, I do see that they want to check out the gossip and kind of see what's going on. I'm sure that we all have that inkling to kind of look at what other people are doing sometimes, and to go on Facebook. Oh, just lost my voice. Go on Facebook, or go on, Instagram, or whatever it is that you go on. If you aren't on social media, perhaps, just checking up by asking someone, like, I wonder how that person's doing, That's what I'm seeing with gossip, is sometimes we just have that inkling to look. Now, obviously, when you have that inkling to look, it can show that you do deep down care, but this is more for the gossip element of it. It's just for that kind of entertainment factor, rather than actually wanting it. So I'm really seeing that you don't have a lot to worry about in this situation, especially if, even if you're checking up for somebody else. Because what I'm seeing is that they have very much so completed this phase with their ex. They wouldn't go back to it. And also I'm seeing a very good sense of balance. This is about balance. I know we have that card of confusion. That's mainly because this reading can cause confusion. You might be thinking, but they think about their ex, so surely that means they care, or they want that person back. They are doing it mainly for the gossip factor. What I'm also seeing is that, this person is really, really, into working hard into a lot of things and doing a lot of things. I also feel like they don't have time to go back to all of this, and it would also cause them a lot of confusion if ever they were to go back into the situation. They mainly just think about their ex, mainly because of gossip reasons and, the talking factor and seeing what's going on. It's not really that they want this person back, but sometimes how we don't really want certain people really in our lives. It could be friends or anything like that, but we would just want to see what they're doing. It's that kind of a feeling that I'm seeing here. It's a very balanced feeling. So yes, they do think about them, but it's nothing more. That's what I'm seeing. It's nothing more. This joy here is really showing that, they are very happy. with how their life is right now. They don't really feel like they need this person back. That confusion is mainly there because, as I mentioned, this reading does point that yes, they do think about them, but at the same time, you might think and you might get confused as to, well, if they're thinking about them, does that not mean more? No, it doesn't, because that is mainly because of this gossip factor. I hope that makes sense. So that is really about this whole confusion factor. But remember, next to confusion, we have completion. Completion means end. So that's where the confusion can stem from, because on one side, yes, they can think about it, and it's mainly for the gossip factor, but on the other hand, we have completion. So it's these two energies, which is why it can seem quite confusing from the outside, but I'm really seeing that this person here is very much so a workaholic, right? They're focused on themselves, they're very happy with how their life is right now, they're content, they really are content, and they are very much so balanced. So they're thinking and doing things in a very balanced manner. And, as I mentioned, sometimes we do just want to check up on certain things, even if we don't want them in our life, right? So that is really what I am seeing in this particular situation. Yes, they do think about this person, but at the same time, it's mainly for just gossip reasons, not because they actually want that person back. That has very much so ended. But as I mentioned, that confusion really stems from these two sides of, yes, they do think about it, but at the same time, it's not for the reason that we would just jump to conclusions for. That's what I'm seeing. And they are happy with how things are right now. They truly are. Exes are a part of life. And sometimes we do just think about it and think, oh, yeah, that happened. But I don't see them going back to it. So that is what I'm seeing for group number 2. This is your reading, and if this resonates with your situation, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now I'm going to move on to group number 3. Alright, group number 3. This is your reading for Are They Thinking About Their Ex? So let's have a look. We have this beautiful crystal. So beautiful. Alright, group number 3. Let's have a look. We have here renewal, rejection, recovery, growth, enlightenment, and perseverance. Look at all of these chakra colours. We have balance in so many areas. The one thing we really don't have, we don't have quite a few of the other chakras in this particular reading. For example, we don't have the light purple or the blue. The blue is to do with communication. So we don't have all the chakra colours, but we do have a really good sense of balance here with so many different colours of the chakras, indicating, of course, each of the chakras. But what I'm specifically seeing here is that they truly have moved on, right? They don't think about their ex. They really don't. There's a sense of, rejection here. They really don't think about it much. They're very much so on the move upwards. This is about onwards and upwards. They really don't think about it. Of course, it's normal to think about things that have happened in our past. They don't actively think about it on a day-to-day basis. Of course, at some point we will have a bit of reflection, and it would just come to us in our thoughts like, oh yeah, I remember when I dated so-and-so, or oh, I remember when I was with so-and-so, or I remember when I did this, so-and-so. But it's just mainly an action of reflection, nothing more. That's what I'm saying. Of course, it's normal to think about things that have happened in our past, but I don't see them dragging it on, every second of the day that they're thinking about this person, every single day that they're really thinking about their ex. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm really seeing that they reject those thoughts, and they very much so don't think about their ex very much at all. So that is really what I'm seeing, a sense of renewal, that they are very happy with the situation that they're in right now. They feel good. They don't think too much about the past. Of course, it does affect them, as it would affect everyone. We do think about it, but they don't think about it very often at all. In fact, they reject a lot of those thoughts. Recovery shows progress, that they are really progressing, and they feel good, again, with that renewal card in how they are. Got a lot of R's there. We got the 3 R's: renewal, rejection, and recovery. I like seeing what I'm seeing there. So this is really beautiful. We have growth here, which is honestly so beautiful. It just shows that they're getting stronger, they're feeling better, they're feeling greater. They feel like things are just improving and getting better for them as more time goes by, which honestly is beautiful. Are they thinking about their ex? No, not really. You know, of course, as I mentioned, it's totally normal to think about them, you know, from time to time, here and there. People do, but they're not doing it on a daily basis, and it's really getting to a very small margin. Like, it's minimal, so minimal. They reject those thoughts, you know. They are very much so on the move upwards. We have here recovery, renewal. I keep going round in circles, don't I? But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of perseverance. Like, they're really getting to where they want to be. They're feeling good. They are moving on upwards. They have enlightenment, so they are ready to pursue, you know, more. They're ready to pursue things away from their ex. They're ready to grow and to just stand taller and be more in their own energy and to enjoy whatever they're doing right now. That is really their main focus. You know, we have so much growth, and it's just so beautiful to be able to see this warmth and positivity, radiance, being able to not resist, you know, this growth process, but actually allowing it to flow, which I think is so beautiful. So group number 3, they really aren't thinking about their ex. Yes, you know, we can think here and there, but they're really not. It's more of a feeling of rejection and more of a feeling of them growing and really looking forward to their future and just recovering and you know, a sense of renewal and just persevering and this beautiful sense of enlightenment. They're really spiritually growing, emotionally growing, mentally growing, and physically growing as well. So there's this beautiful energy of just, you know, a spiritual awakening and just awakenings on all of those levels that I just mentioned, and a key there, right? It's about just enjoying the time that is now and being mindful, and that is really what I'm seeing in regards to them. So group number 3, this is your reading, and if this resonated with your situation, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you so much to those of you who have been subscribing, and also do check out the description box below for more information on the private paid readings, the free reading giveaway. Bracelets and crystals will be also linked down below as well. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, link for that will also be down below. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye!